Welcome to this double feature where I will showcase two LEGO MOCs that I've been working parallel with. One is a train bridge and the other one is a cliffside in the ravine the Devil's Gap. But there's something strange with this cliff. It hides a horrible, disgusting secret. Starting off with the train bridge, we can clearly see that I've been inspired by old aqueducts from the Roman Empire. I'm thinking that it's been repurposed to run trains over it. To cap off the safety fence on the side, I've placed these nice columns with nipples on top. Everybody loves a good nipple. It's like we got that with our mother's milk. I really wanted it to look old and weathered, and I will be adding details to it over time. I think that's the best way to go about it and not to expect myself to have a completed MOC from the beginning. We're still in the early phase of the layout, so let's keep it a bit open for future amendments. Let's take a look at the train running over it, because that's the good stuff. The train station itself is still under construction. Well, it's more of a train stop than a station. I wanted a building that's a bit low so it's not in the way for stuff that will be going on behind it later. Now over to the cliffside. Down in the ravine there's a stream and it has an outflow through these two holes in the mountainside. I had 3 goals for this MOC. 1. It needs to be easy to remove, so I built it on this base plate and it's not attached to anything. 2. I wanted the rock wall to be sturdy. My previous rock walls have been very unstable, so when I moved around other parts of Sultan they tended to fall apart a bit. I want to avoid that this time around. I also want to use as little grey pieces as possible because I need them for other builds. 3. The scenery needs to look cozy and natural, so a lot of random parts. To make these 2 ferns pop out more from the regular green, I placed them on light green rounded plates to give it a bit more of a contrast. Below the base plate I've built a small waterfall where I use some snot bricks to hold these tiles and cheese pieces in place. I've started working on some smaller landscaping on the sides with stones and lily pads. And to add some more life to this scene we have this lady kayaking. But she's dressed in a strange way. Is she a spy from Robin Hood Brick's channel? Robin Hood, is that you? And what's in the chest she's transporting? It looks and smells like Earl Grey tea. Disgusting. In Sultan people drink coffee. Black coffee. Other hot beverages are allowed as long as they're black coffee. Let's remove the whole section so we can expose the ugly truth behind it. Well, what do we have here? A terrorist cell, evil separatists. Do they want to overthrow the Capitolium? Are they fuck-ups, total losers? Do they wish to destroy the Democratic People's Republic of Sultan and that kind of nonsense? No, these merry snapphanar, as we call them in Sweden, want something far worse. But first, a history lesson about snapphanar. A snapphanar was a member of a 17th century pro-Danish terrorist organization that fought against the Swedes in the Second Northern and Scandian Wars, primarily in the former eastern Danish provinces, which in the course of these wars became southern Sweden. But these modern-day snapphanar don't want Sultan to become Danish. They want to replace black coffee as the national beverage and install the horrible Earl Grey in its place. Sickening. You can clearly see the yellow tea mug they worship instead of the normal patriotic red coffee mug. And you can see the kettle on the stove. But they can't use that stove since the smoke would reveal their hiding place, so that's why they use a microwave oven instead to warm the water. And they even have a small generator to run it. Here they have one more chest full of tea. A bucket that they use to scoop up fresh water from the stream. They even have an outdoor toilet where they can throw up after drinking this shit. And look, they enlist small innocent children and arm them with megaphones. Well, I gotta say this, do not worry. There's no way they can stand a chance in an open conflict with the state. They're weak-minded, they have no morals, they're poorly organized, and they will never win. I gotta say that I'm quite happy with this Rada MOC. More work on it will be done when I've made more neighboring segments, so stay tuned and subscribe. With that said, stay out of the nonsense, stay awesome, and please watch more YouTube.